The most traumatic thing for me is that he died in vain, that he was asking for help. All he wanted was help.
Community members in Vancouver's Downtown Eastside have been stopping by this memorial to remember Chris Amiot. He was 42. Witnesses say someone bear sprayed him, and then he ran to this convenience store to get a carton of milk, commonly used to flush out pepper spray, and then someone called police. Makita Martin was delivering cookies across the street around 7:30 a.m. Monday when she saw Chris in his final moments with Vancouver police outside the convenience store. Witnesses say he was naked, screaming for help, and pouring milk on himself.
He had his back to the officers in a totally non-aggressive manner. He wasn't charging them on the other side of the street, and they just started shooting. 6 shots from my account. 5 or 6. He fell pretty hard.
It was a beanbag shotgun that police fired at Chris, and Martin says he ended up having a heart attack. Martin says Chris's father messaged her on Facebook identifying his son. Chris lived in Winnipeg and was in town to visit his daughter before school started.
What parent wants to hear about a violent, unnecessary end to their child's life on a day that was supposed to be full of celebration?
In Manitoba at Rolling River First Nation, Chris's mom called his cousin Samantha Wilson for support after receiving the news.
He had a lot of family that loved him, and he very much loved his children and his partner, Amanda. He was loved by his mom, and he was very, very much loved by his dad and all his aunts and uncles and cousins here.
She has a lot of questions about the police officers involved.
I want to know if they've been placed on administrative leave, or are they still allowed to be at work? Are they still being paid? I want to know their names. I want to know what's going to become of this, because I know he was unarmed.
The Vancouver Police Department has confirmed that a beanbag shotgun was fired during the incident, saying the weapon is typically used against non-compliant and violent people.
And there's not one witness here that would tell you that he was being violent or aggressive towards anyone.
VPD not offering much else, as the case is now being handled by the Independent Investigations Office. On Monday, many in the neighborhood at the scene confronting police.
Shame on you! You're supposed to protect citizens, not kill them!
He was brought into this world as a baby, and his mom held him. And this wasn't the life I'm sure that she wanted for him. For those of us that can, with the voices, we're going to do our best to make sure that Chris's story doesn't go forgotten.
In Vancouver, Kier Junos, City News.